everyone, Russell here. I'm back with another video, and today I want to share with you my Xbox 360 collection up close and detailed look. I have about 125 Xbox 360 games and growing every week. I'm always picking up deals, and it's one of my favorite systems I like playing. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I got a lot to go through. These are somewhat going to be in what you would call reverse alphabetical order. So we are going to start with Watch Dogs, which I've only played a little bit of and I wasn't too impressed. It's kind of like a wannabe GTA. Transformers the game, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Too Human. This is actually a really cheap game. I enjoyed it though. Splinter Cell Double Agent, Rainbow Six Vegas, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, Terminator Salvation. This is a really cheap game now. It's not a very good game, but if you want a quick 1,000 gamer points, just beat the campaign on hard. It's not a hard thing to do at all, and you get 1,000 gamer points. Stuntman Ignition, Section 8, South Park The Stick of Truth. That is a really excellent game, especially if you're a South Park fan or even a fan of RPGs in general. Excellent game, highly recommended. And Shadowrun. So that's the first pile. Alright, so the second pile we have Saints Row the Third, The Saboteur, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Not the best Resident Evil. Resident Evil 6, I believe this is my cousin's favorite. Resident Evil 5, this is my favorite on the system. I really enjoyed that one. I know a lot of people didn't, but I played the shit out of that game. I don't care what anybody says, I love that fucking game. Red Faction Guerrilla, Rage, which was an excellent game. One of the most beautiful beginning cutscenes I've ever seen. And then you didn't get any other cutscenes. And I like a little bit of cutscenes in my game, so if I was to knock anything on it, it would just be that. Otherwise, great game. Prototype, really enjoyed that one. Project Slice Feed, Arc of Deception, I probably said that wrong. That was a really cool shooter, Japanese release I imported. Let's see, Project Gotham Racing, Prince of Persia, Prey. This is actually like you can get it for like 99 cents now. It's actually not a bad game. It's pretty good. First person shooter. Aliens kind of invade the world and I think are using people as food if I remember. So kind of creepy as well. And then NHL 09. And no, I did not pay $54.99 for it. Not even close. Alright, next stack. I have NBA Baller Beats. I actually haven't played that yet, but it actually looks pretty interesting. It's one of those Kinect games. You know, that failed peripheral that Xbox pushed so hard and we all hated and they tried to shove it down our throat and ended up blowing up in their face. Yeah, that thing. Okay, and then I got Need for Speed, Pro Street. I'm going to fuck up this one. Otamidas Excellent. That was a really kind of weird Japanese shooter. Kind of a little like perverted, so it was a little weird. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, NBA 2K7, Namco Museum Virtual Arcade. Haven't played it yet. One of my recent pickups. Really excited to get to that though. NASCAR 08. There's no split screen on that, which is kind of stupid. I have 99 Nights 1 and 2. 2 is still sealed. Haven't got to it yet. I will though. It's a good butt mashing game for sure. Actually, I think it goes like that. Mortal Kombat DC Universe. Mortal Kombat. Oh, a lot of hours in this game. And my cousin might debate me a little bit, but I will still kick his ass in this one. Yes, he rocks it in MK10. No. Yes. MK10, he beats my ass, but this one, Noob Saibot, can't beat him. He can't beat him. I'm sorry. Medal of Honor. Monster Madness. So on to the next pile here. Oh, you know, we were at a pawn shop recently, and they had a posting for whoever can beat MK9, was it? Yeah. They would get 50% off their purchase. The manager, who makes the challenge, didn't happen to be there that day, so we couldn't challenge, but we are going to go back and challenge after we brush up. He's supposedly 17-0, but we'll see. All right, back to the games. Metro Last Light, Mass Effect 3, 2, and I don't know what happened to my first Mass Effect, so I have to reacquire it. I definitely think 2 was the strongest in the series. 3 was good, but I have to knock it for the ending. Max Payne 3, pretty cool, interesting third-person shooter. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, that's a really fun game. Lost Planet 2, one of the few games that I don't have the original case for, so I eventually will be upgrading for sure. And no, I didn't pay the price listed there. Lollipop Chainsaw, super cool game, really funny, really dark humor. Highly recommended game, although you can blow through the campaign in probably about 6 hours. Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, great games, can't go wrong with either one of them. Connect Adventures, we're going to move on from there. Just Cause 2, that's really fun. I did have the first one, I'm not sure what happened to it, but I guess I got to get it again. First one was great, second one was really good, really excited for the third one coming out. Homefront, kind of a disturbing game at first. Korea takes over the U.S., things like that. It's really violent. And there was a part on it that keeps glitching. I can't get past, so I think the game might be broken. I'm not sure. Give me a comment below if you know anything about it. I'd really like to finish the game. It kind of bothers me I haven't been able to. History Channel's Battle for the Pacific, Halo Reach. Okay. Moving on from the Halo, or not moving on, but continuing the Halo theme, we've got Halo 4, and then another game, which is Halo ODST, which I need to get the case for. It's, like I said, one of the few games. Grand Theft Auto 5, really cool game. Cousin and I just finished that not too long ago. GTA 4, still need to finish that. That's on the list. The Godfather 2. Ghostbusters, the video game. Highly recommend this game. If there was a third Ghostbusters game in the franchise, or third Ghostbusters movie, this game would basically be it. It's the story pretty much word for word, I think, from what I understand. Dan Aykroyd, and before Harold Ramis died, had hinted that this was pretty much the script for the third movie. Gears of War Judgment. As you guys can see, I'm a pretty big Gears of War fan by the flag and the cog and some of the pictures in the screen there. So I've got all of them. So Gears of War Judgment, Gears of War 3, Gears of War 2, and the original Gears of War. Now, my favorite is probably going to be Gears of War 2 because I put the most time into it. Although Gears of War 3 did give it a good run for its money. Judgment was okay. I'm hoping that Gears of War 4 will be a vast improvement, maybe offer something different, and I'm really excited to see it on the new console. G.I. Joe Rise of the Cobra, avoid at all costs. Final Fantasy, and Fighters Uncaged. Fight Night Round 4, Fatal Inertia, Fallout 3, and Fable 3. Fables, can't go wrong with the Fables. They're all good. All super good titles. Continuing with Fable, I have Fable 2. I also have Fable 1 on the original Xbox. They're all great games, but I think it really got good with this one. Fear, Far Cry 3, Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. Never finished it. Kind of lost interest in it. It was a hidden gem, I think, a recommendation from Metal Jesus. Usually, he doesn't steer me wrong, but that one I didn't care for. Quake Wars, Earth Defense Force 2017, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Dragon Age Origins, Dynasty Warrior Strike Force, probably my least favorite of the Dynasty Warriors that I do have. I have Dynasty Warrior 7, 6, 5, and that's it for right now, but I do want to acquire more. Duke Nukem Forever, Deus Ex, I believe is how it's said, and Death Smiles. Super fun shooter, Japanese shooter. I've got the collector's edition over here that came with it. All right. Now here's another series that I really like. The Dead Space series. So I have Dead Space 3, 2, and 1. Super scary games. Really, I mean, if you're going to shit your pants late at night playing a game, it's going to be these games right here for sure. Dead Island, not scary at all. Defiance, Big Letdown, Dark Void, Dance Dance Revolution Universe. Kind of got it so me and my wife could maybe do some video gaming together. Didn't really work. I think we maybe put it into Xbox once. Crisis 2, picked that up on the cheap for my cousin, who was kind enough to let me have that. College Hoops 2K6, Chrome Hounds, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Black Ops. Just actually finished playing this not too long ago. Super good. Probably one of my favorite. Call of Duty Ghosts, pretty good story. Call of Duty 3, and Bulletstorm Epic Edition. Bulletstorm, totally underrated game. I recommend you picking it up. It's super cheap too. I think you can get it for a couple bucks at GameStop, but worth every penny and more. It's a really great game. I don't know why it's so cheap and it didn't sell more. Speaking of the opposite end of the spectrum would be Bullet Witch. Biggest piece of shit ever. Don't buy it. Brutal Legend. Fun game. Voiced by Jack Black. Really enjoyed that. We got Blur. One of the funnest racing games I think I've played in a long time. Borderlands. Bioshock Infinite. Haven't gotten to it yet, but I've heard good things. Bioshock 2. Brink. And I guess this is out of order because I do have the first Bioshock. And Blaze Blue, which is kind of a, well, not kind of, it is a Japanese fighter. Takes a little getting used to, but it's got that cell animation. It's really neat, though. It's almost like you're in the cartoon itself. If it was, I don't even know if Blaze Blue is a cartoon, but if it was, it would be like being, watching a cartoon. All right, next we got that Burger King Big Bumping. Nothing special there. You can pass on that. Battlefield Bad Company 2, probably my favorite first-person shooter on the console. Superior game. Loved it. Loved every second of this game. Battlefield Bad Company, the original, that got me started. That's where it all started. Battlefield 3, they tried, but they didn't succeed in passing Battlefield Bad Company 2. But, hey, nice try. Battlefield 4, they came up short, too. Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, good game. But before it hit its peak and its stride, I think. Alright, now with my last stack here, we have Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Asylum, Army of Two, the 40th Day, Army of Two, the original game, Armored Core 4, Azura's Wrath. I just played this and went through it about a month, maybe 2 months ago. Great game. I recommend it. It's really over the top. One of the scenes that is in this is this guy gets stabbed with a sword that literally goes through him and the entire earth. Pretty crazy. Let's see. Akari Katana. I'm probably saying that wrong, but that's a Japanese import. Really good shooter. Alpha Protocol. 2K Sports All-Pro Football, Aliens Colonial Marines. They could have done so much better with that game, but they didn't. And 50 Cent, Blood in the Sand. It's a fucking joke of a game, so don't bother. Well, anyway, that is my Xbox 360 collection. I really hope you guys enjoy going through it with me because I really enjoy collecting and playing for the Xbox 360. And I just wanted to share my love of the system with you guys. Please give me some comments if I'm missing any games that I should have. Please like the video if you want to see more videos like this. And thank you for tuning in. And as always, game on.